Hi everybody, this is my hospital stay part 2. I had my operation on the Friday during the day and landed in the high dependency ward on late Friday night. I had 2 days in high dependency, which were kind of a blur because I was on all the different painkillers and was still in a lot of pain from an abdomen point of view. So for most of December, I think my bowels were like constantly in contraction, trying to shift everything beyond the obstruction. And it probably took them four days to settle down after the obstruction was removed, even though the stoma had started working. So I was in quite a lot of pain, and if anybody touched even just the slightest touch on my abdomen, it was absolutely agony, and painkillers didn't help. What else? Yeah, so I guess I just made steady progress in high dependency. I think the Saturday I managed to get out of bed for an hour and a half, just literally. I think I moved about 50 steps that day from my bed to the seat. I managed to get a little wash with some help from one of the nurses, and then seemed to make some really good progress kind of through the night and into Sunday. And Sunday night late, I managed to get shifted down to the next ward. So that ward that I was in, I had my own room, so when I needed to doze, the door could be shut and I would be fine. I landed in the shared ward with, I think at the time when I arrived, there were 4 other women in there. I think I brought the average age of the place down by about 30 years, but the women were all really nice. When I got shifted, the first night and day that I was in the new ward wasn't a good one. I had a really bad reaction to a pain patch that they gave me, which caused a lot of sickness and retching. I couldn't vomit because I didn't have anything in my stomach, but it was really bad, so I was completely washed out that day. But the next day I felt absolutely fantastic, or as well as I could feel in the circumstances. Stacy dropped some stuff off for me at the ward. I wasn't allowed to see anybody just because of the COVID restrictions, but what was really cool was he left the ward, came out the building, and I was able to direct him. I could see him on my map on my phone, and I was able to give him directions to come to the back of the hospital building, to where I was from a window's point of view. And he shot a cute little video of me waving like a maniac out the window, so I'm gonna shift over to that and just let you see. He took that. Obviously my family and friends were all really worried, and the fact that I was up out of bed waving at the window like a maniac, just because I was so excited to see him, even though he was 75 metres away through glass. It was just a bit of fun and a little bit of excitement for that day. So I think that was the Tuesday, and then the last part 3 I'll do later on today. That'll cover off the last couple of days and me getting home, and then we'll move into more of the proactive stuff. Hopefully I'll have caught up in terms of timelines as well for you. So enjoy the Jenny waving like a nutter video. Here it is.
Is Jenny waving? She's gone mental. Yeah.